You guys are like,
Dan, I'm sorry. What are these mystery bottles of alcohol here? Is this what is this?
That's for our next guest.
Let's
bring her out.
Well, I have to get back to my. You vamp for a while while I pour myself a drink so I can.
Hey, why don't you give me one too? Why don't you give me one too while you're up there? Jeffrey, could you please give me one? I'd like one too. I got a whole table. I got a whole table here.
The other thing I wanted to say was that our friend, some of you in L.A., we go to the drawing room afterward. Some of you may have encountered our friend Mario, the bartender there, who I've quoted in the past. I've quoted him, like one of his funny jokes. I think he was passing on to me because we were talking about race and things, and he said, the only thing you could call a white person that'll really offend them is racist. He told it better. He passed away a couple nights ago, and he had already survived a total cardiac arrest and was hanging in there and stuff, and now he's gone. And I don't know, why do I bring it up to make the podcast sad?
I don't know. Like he for anybody that's ever met him, I think some of you must have gone to the drawing room after our show. He's the large Cuban fellow who's just like, to know him was to at least like him, and to know him, and to know him a little bit better was to absolutely love him. And so he left this giant hole in a lot of people's lives. Like, I didn't realize how much that was going to affect me. Like, I found out about it and I was really sad. And then the next day so I've known him more than half my life, and he's always been a source of happiness and grieviness. If you care to donate $1 or 50 cents or a nickel or whatever, just so that he can have a nice funeral, because he went through a lot of medical expenses. If you go to my Facebook page, there's a little GoFundMe if you want to drop a nickel. If you ever met him, he bought me so many free drinks that I really owe him in many folds.
My favorite memory of him, besides that joke, was just the bathroom, the men's room at the drawing room is unlike anything you've ever.
It's like an episode of Locked Up Abroad.
And I remember coming in one day, and he had this boyish smile on his face, and he's like, go in the bathroom. And I went in the bathroom, and it was like, oh, there was a plate of stainless steel mounted above the sink. And I came out, and he's like, it's a mirror no one can break. He had gotten out a Time Life book, and he cared about. He was like one of the Lost Boys. He's like, I'm gonna make Wendy proud, that bathroom was. Everyone goes in there to prove God doesn't exist. I don't know how it happened, when it was decided. God is dead in that bathroom, and Mario cared enough.
There's a species of insect that I think only lives in that bathroom.
That was Dino's theory, is that when you go to the drawing room, men's room, and you're peeing at the urinal, there's this mysterious, not quite gnats, but not quite fly bug that seems designed to just get in your face while you're trying to pee, inadvertently causing your pee to go everywhere, which seems to be what they live on. Yeah. So Dino thought he had figured this biosphere out, that this is like a species of insect that only lives in the drawing room bathroom, and that might be the reason why. But
he kicked Vince Vaughn out of there one time. Vince Vaughn was being a complete ass, and Mario kicking Vince Vaughn out of there with just such subtlety. It was so nice. And if he really hated you, he would just go, bro, you got to go, man. Time to go. And then if someone goes like, fuck you, he would just reach behind the refrigerator, and there's a 7-iron golf club there. And he would just slowly come around the bar, and the whole bar would clear out. It was great.
Well, and anyone who wasn't, 97 yards away, I don't know what I said. I thought I was going to riff a golf joke.
You can only hit a 7-iron 97 yards?
I don't know, man. I caddied when I was 14.
What did Vince Vaughn do?
He left.
No, you mean, why did he get kicked out?
Yeah.
He was in shit. I wanted to riff a bad Vince Vaughn movie.
He got kicked out for clay pigeons.
Yeah, whatever. All right.